Let's start with exercise 4, remote patch management using batch patch. So during this lab, we will be adding a target system into an application called batch patch, and we will use it to represent our domain controller for remote patching. Let's go ahead and get started. Make sure your firewall is powered on. It is on, so I'm going to be skipping step number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go to step number 5, domain controller. My domain controller is already logged in as administrator. So if I click on the start, if I click on this the person symbol, it shows administrator. So that is good. So I am going on to my step number 9, which is admin machine 1. That is also logged in as part of the previous lab. And I am logged in as admin. Check, click on the start, and you see admin here. So step number 10 and 11 is all good. Now let's open up a file explorer and we need to install the software called batch patch. So click on it. It will go ahead and type it for you here. And press the enter key. That's the application. Okay, so double click on it. I don't see anything happening. Oh, there we go. I'm going to agree. Click on the check mark for your terms and conditions and click on agree. Please make sure you have put psexec.exe in the Windows path and that you have launched it at least one time to accept this agreement. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK on this. So a new build is available. We don't need it. We'll just click on close. I got a message here that says psexec file path not detected. When you click OK on this prompt, you will be presented with a file browser dialog window. Please use it to select the location of psexec.exe. So if you guys get an error similar like this, I want you to do the following. Okay, now whatever steps I'm going to share now is for people who get this error when you try to run the file on step number 13. So we try to run, we accept the agreement, but what we did is we got this error message instead of what we are supposed to get on step number 15. Okay? So I'm going to click on the OK button and I'm going to click on cancel. Okay? I canceled it. I did not select that option and that step is actually not given here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and register the files. Click on yes. So .bps file registration, click on OK. .bpt file registration, click on OK. And .bpp file registration, click on OK. So we have done step number 17, 18, and 19, and 20. So in this message, in this window, what we're going to do is do not show this anymore. And then I'm going to click on close. I'm also going to go ahead and click on do not show this message under the PSXX version 2.33 released. And I'm going to close this window. So we have batch patch window. That is step number 22. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and access another folder location which contains TS tools. We're going to right click. We're going to go ahead and extract all. And once this particular file is extracted, we are going to select psexec.exe and psexec64.exe. Those are the first two files. Pay attention to the names, right click. We're going to go ahead and click on copy, and then we go to C drive, Windows. We're going to go ahead and paste it. If you get this prompt, click on continue. It prompted me 2 times. I went ahead and clicked on continue both times. Now I'm going to go back to my domain controller. If it is locked, press Ctrl Alt Delete and enter your admin password. Press the arrow key to log in. what we are going to do is we are going to go to Windows Firewall. So let's go to Control Panel, System and Security, Windows Defender Firewall, and we are going to click on Allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Now, in step number 28, we are asked to click on Allow an app or a feature through a Windows firewall. But here it says if the setting is disabled. Right now, the firewall is disabled. So we don't have to go ahead and allow the setting. Now, assuming if it is not disabled, then what you will do is you will follow step number 29 to 32, where you're going to go ahead and open this link, allow an app or a feature through Windows Defender Firewall. You will have to look for file and printer sharing and Windows Management Instrumentation. They both are enabled. Let's go check file and printer sharing. Okay, it is enabled for domain, private, and public. And then we'll go check for Windows Management Instrumentation, WMI. And it is also allowed throughout domain, private, and public. All right, now since we already have it, we're going to skip until step number 32. All right, now my Windows firewall is disabled, so I don't have to worry about any of these settings. Just showing you that. Let's go back to our admin machine and let's open up our batch patch. You see on the bottom. All right, so we are going to go to grid. We're going to go ahead and add host. This is an evaluation version of batch patch. No more than 4 hosts will be displayed. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and click on the OK button. And I'm going to add the host domain controller. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and type the IP address of the domain controller, which is 20.20.10.19, and click on the OK button. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and right click on this machine and we're going to say specify alternate login credentials. Manually enter alternate login details. So in this page, I'm going to go ahead and say do not show this warning and click on the OK button. And then I'm going to go ahead and enter the credentials. So the username is going to be administrator. The password is going to be password, and uncheck domain and click on the OK button. All right, so that's end of step number 40. So step number 41, it says type the letter P from the keyboard to start pinging our domain controller. So I'm going to say select the machine and type P. And you see you got a reply. Okay, and control plus P to stop ping. Okay, I press control P. It just turned into italics. So now what we are going to do is we are going to check the machine for updates. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on the machine. I'm going to go for Windows updates and look for check for available updates. That's the step here. I'm going to go click on it. Are you sure you want to check for updates on the selected host? I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. Let's wait for a few minutes. I got a Windows prompt on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I'm going to go ahead and click on yes to the UAC control. So it says progress, it's searching. So we are in step number 46. So we will have to wait for 100% search complete, which is done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the machine. We go to Windows Updates. We're going to say download and install updates plus reboot if required. Download and install updates plus reboot if required. Now This is a demo environment, and hence we are doing this. We will not be rebooting our Active Directory randomly. There is a certain process in place on big organizations where you can only install updates at a specific time and when you can reboot the machine at a specific time. So I'm going to click on OK on this. And again, you might get a run window option. If at all you get a UAC control, just click on yes. I didn't get any UAC. It has already gone to the downloading state. Let's wait for a few minutes. If you notice, it is downloading. All right, it's at 51% for your second download. So the downloading was completed and it is started with the installation process. So in between, it took like 7 minutes. It is stuck at installing 3 out of 3 at 33%. I'm going to wait for a few more minutes. So if you experience this, you know what to do. Okay, so let's wait until I either get an error message or this installation is completed. It's still stuck at installing the third patch. Okay, so something could have been wrong with the third patch. Maybe the third patch that was downloaded might not be suitable, or it might need another dependency. And that's the only thing I could think of why the third patch has not been installed successfully. But if it is installed successfully, you will say it is completed, but it's only the third patch. Now here, if you double click on this line, you get this patch window where you will see the sequence of steps. So it founded the it founded the 3 patch, it initialized, it is attempting to download and install, and it's working on the back end. Okay. Now I'm not going to wait more time for the third patch to finish. I'm just going to go on and end this lab. So if you notice, we have done all the steps. We're just waiting for the third patch to be completed. I spent like 15-20 minutes waiting. Now you could wait for a longer time, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close these windows. Do you want to save? I don't want to save. So what is the IP address of the machine that we did? Very simple. It's 20.20.10.19. Click on score. All right, that's the right answer. That brings us an end to our exercise number 4, remote patch management using batch patch. Thank you.